Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're on episode number 53 of Let's Play, the Ahistoric England playthrough for Crusader, not Crusader, I always want to say that, it's for Europa Universalis IV. I've been playing quite a bit of Crusader Kings 2 recently, on the stream and on other places and stuff, so I have a tendency to say it. Still can't really figure out what's going on with this whole little silly thing. They just don't seem to want to protect trade in Sevilla. I know I read in the 1.2 patch notes that you can no longer do things in places that you don't have a merchant, but we have a merchant here. So I don't really get it. So let's try recalling him and setting him again, or maybe moving the ships down, I don't know. It's kind of weird how we don't have access to here, but we do it to here. Straits of Gibraltar belongs to Sevilla, 115 away from our closest core province. Supply ships reach Girona. Yeah, apparently that's the cord province that's giving us access. I guess I can see it, kinda. But, yeah, we're gonna get that merchant back. We've got a carpet siege happening up here. We should win that soon. I am mismanaging my boats just a little bit. The next one out here. Of course, he's actually not suffered any attrition, which is nice. Despite the fact that it's ticked up to 3.7. He might suffer it here on the next tick, let's see. Are you going to suffer attrition? No, he made it home in time. How nice. Lovely. This guy, on the other hand, is beat up just a little bit. 92%. Enough to maintain the blockade, though. Some rebels there. Alright, so our merchant is now home, yes? Okay. I want to send a merchant to this node to transfer trade power, this guy. And let's see if Sevilla... So somehow, now it is available. I don't get it. That was weird. I don't... Maybe it was because of the supply ship, this thing here, the red one, the 151. Perhaps that was it. But anyway, we were at 1.09. As soon as they start patrolling, they stopped again. I don't get it. A second ago it was working. It says they're doing it. And then they stop. Maybe that's because we don't have the merchant there yet. Alright, so we've won a siege. Wonderful. How's that ship doing? Home waters. What? This is not home waters. It says right there. Oh, it's because we... God, I know how this works. So now we're able to maintain it because we've got a province that we can ship... Yeah, ha ha ha. Okay. Don't make fun of me. Fully defensive. So we shouldn't suffer fully defensive anymore either then if we occupy it, should we? Whatever, we've got manpower to spare. Not a big deal. Okay, so we can just ignore that for now. And we're waiting on our merchant to arrive in 8 more days. And now we're back to messing with this. Okay, go Sevilla. And stay in Sevilla. Yes. Okay, 8.7 now. I think it's good. I mean, that's a lot of trade power. And if I got rid of that overextension, it'd be huge. Instead of having a negative 2.4 modifier, we could have about a positive 30 modifier, which would be like an extra 60-some trade power, which would be huge. So that'll be good. What else can we do? Oh yeah, so war taxes is totally different now, and I keep forgetting to do that. Spend some of our military power, since we're so far ahead on technology, in order to just lower taxation in general for 2 years, even after the war is over. I think would be really good, so we should do that. War exhaustion does cause problems, but it doesn't increase war exhaustion anymore, so I think we'll take it. What else can we do? We can directly reduce inflation at the cost of administrative power. That used to be a national ID you had to unlock, now you don't have to do it anymore. This makes sense to me, I think. Inflation just increases all of your costs. So, inflation is currently staying about the same. I don't have an advisor to reduce it, so we'll just reduce it directly. Get it down a bit. I mean, it increases every cost, even your fleet maintenance, your army maintenance, your missionary, everything. Everything goes up based on inflation, so it's good to get rid of that. And these sieges should all go pretty well, and even though I'm not the war leader, I think this war is going to end pretty soon, and we'll be happy. All these armies are quite superfluous at this point. So we're pulling tons of money from there. And then most of it's going that way. A couple people are pulling it that direction, and 2.8 is being kept by these dudes. So we need to kind of absorb people soon. Can't do it when we're at war. Are we at least improving relations with you? Yes, we are. Okay. We could... You know, I've got 2 spare diplomats. I should pick... I need an... Who's my enemy? Let's just say the Ottomans are our enemy now. They're the person that's in first place, so we should mess with them a bit. They have a sultanate. They're not the great... But they're not the... a couple of videos ago I was talking about them being the Byzantine Empire. They're not at all. What was I talking about? Embargoing them wouldn't do anything because we don't share any trade nodes. But we can do some of this other fun stuff, like supporting rebels, sabotage their reputation, and infiltrate administration. If we succeed, the fog of war will be lifted. That's not that great, really. Sabotage reputation. Lowers the relationships between the target and her rivals, enemies, and neighbors. Well, they're so big that they're going to have lots of neighbors. So we can just kind of wreck all of their relationships, which would probably be a pretty good thing. Support rebels. We have incredible support efficiency due to full espionage, which we could increase revolt risk in the province that they are present in. Is it going to show me which provinces? It's not even very expensive. Really. Bosnia, okay, so there's the provinces that they're present in. So we can just raise their revolt risk. And then the 9.4%, what does that mean? Let's go check out Bosnia and just see if we can figure this out. So Bosnia says 9.4. Bosnia has a revolt risk of 4.3. So I guess the 9.4 must have been the combination of the Bosnia revolt risk and the Thessaly revolt risk. God, by now, after all these hundreds of hours of playing, I should really know where more of these provinces are. I knew it was somewhere in here, I just didn't see it, damn it. Yeah, 5.3 plus 4.3 would be 9.6. And the... Yeah, well, I guess I really don't know where that 9.4 comes from then. Maybe rounding caused it to be close. So that must just be like the total amount of revolt risk. So doing this is a very, very minor cost. It does cost me a diplomat. Increases their revolt risk, and it does other stuff too, like what does it say here? So you will support the rebels with this amount each month. The value is calculated from the revolt size and recruitment cost in each province they may revolt in. So the value, that's just the cost, I guess it costs to do it. Well, a military, like a revolt's not going to really do that much to them except for slowly eat into their manpower. But let's do it anyway. Let's do some Orthodox zealots. Let's try to get them back to orthodoxy and really increase their revolt risk there. So just by doing that, it should instantly, I think, maybe not instantly, maybe by the very next monthly tick. Yeah, look at that. Bam, that jumped up right away. This is not possible to determine without further access to the area. So perhaps that would make sense then, to do the infiltrate administration, so that we could really see what's going on there. But in the next month, I've got that other spare diplomat. I think we'll do the sabotage reputation also. So in about a month, we can do that. And we just picked up another diplomat who's free. So we've improved our relationship with Brandenburg as much as possible. They're at 194. We're also in a war right now, and we've sent them a gift, so we got plus 15. Can we even do the... Must be at peace. We are the same religion. They're on my list of things to conquer, I guess. We'll do that later. Okay, so we're just waiting for March, and then we'll be able to mess around with the Ottomans a bit. Ooh, 2 things just popped up. Military access, I have no issue with. Invest in a cardinal. Is Spain trying to take my dude? Yeah, they're only 5 points away, so I don't want to spend too much. We'll put 1 to him, and then 2 to this guy. Denmark's only at 73, so we're getting real close. We're actually in 2nd place now for getting Tuscany on our side as well, which will be nice. 1573. One of the things, I just have to say, one of the things I love about EU4 is that you can play so slowly and like just really get so detailed, so involved with everything that's going on. And like the game is just like, it's just endless entertainment. Military Axis. There's gotta be a good reason for that. Even though they don't like me, I'll let them do it. No problem. About my only real complaint right now with EU4 is the border friction value. I think it's really stupid. I don't think that sharing a border with a province should give you border friction. I just think it's dumb. Proximity does not mean that you don't like each other. So I think that eventually that will change. More and more military access. Understandable. These sieges are about to happen. Still sitting out capped at 125,000 manpower. No real problems with any of these sieges really affecting my my manpower. We could siege more, beat up some more armies, but it's not really necessary. And it's actually been a little bit longer than it needed to be. So next we'll send another diplomat to the Ottomans to... let's start sabotaging reputation. And let's see, does that work instantly then? Or do we have to wait for him to arrive first? No, he teleported himself there. So, like, let's go to show opinion of Ottomans, and then neighbors. And we could probably see, yeah, sabotage reputation. It's instantaneous, -50. Until we get caught, and then the guy gets sent home. And then since we have another spare diplomat, oh, cool, so Von Nauen then became our guy. So there's a new guy to vote for now. I think I'm going to rather work on the guy I've put a lot of money into, though, which would be this guy. I mean, he's a little bit older, but apparently Cologne started with 30 automatically. So we don't want to try to compensate for that yet. We've claimed our rival's province. Never did get caught. That's good. No aggressive expansion. So we gained a little bit of extra military power. Got that Conquest CB. New mission, enemy of our enemy. We can try to improve our relationship with Aragon for some more diplomacy. The prestige here, very, very small. Now we could take Gelre and gain some administrative power. The problem with actually taking it is that then I'm going to have to core it, which is going to give me overextension. And that's just going to be a pain. They already hate me. There's that border friction number. I mean, we could declare war and take Gelre. We got that aggressive expansion. And then, of course, we don't have any true reason for it aside from a fabricated claim, so I don't want overextension right now. I'm really, really, really trying to get my aggressive expansion down. So I just did that for the military power, really. Instead, let's go check out this guy. We'll go check out Austria. How do they feel about us? Not Austria, sorry, Aragon. That's Aragon here. Oh, wow. Negative 145. They are outraged. Enemy of enemy. Aggressive expansion is the major modifier. It'll take a few years, but I could do that one. Or we could do the Grand Fleet thing. 30 heavy ships. We only have 12, so that require building 18 carracks at the tune of $50 a piece. So that's 900 gold on big ships for 2 prestige. That seems so unbalanced. Let's take the enemy of enemy, I guess, and we'll send that extra diplomat then to work on Aragon instead of sending him to go mess with the Ottomans. And we're about to get that. We're also about to core this one eventually soon, which will be nice. And again, I do think this war is going to end quite soon. And John Cook is home, so we actually still have another diplomat. Another siege. And the Teutonic Order has accepted peace with their former enemies, Brandenburg. On the following terms, the Teutonic Order will cede Neumark to Brandenburg. They will annul all treaties with Saxony. They'll also pay 84 ducats. With the Reconquest CB, Brandenburg gains 5 prestige and suffers 3.7 aggressive expansion. So Brandenburg, what was my relationship with you? You weren't... You're too large for me to vassalize. I don't really know exactly what I was trying to do with them, I forget. But that worked out alright, so let's get this main fleet back then to at least a friendly sea zone. And then can you guys actually just run home? Yes, they can. Perfect. We don't have to do the military access thing again twice. We can just have them flee helplessly across the lands. And can we turn off... You still can't turn off forced march there. That's funny. But we can lower our military maintenance now, even though we have that war taxes modifier, which surprisingly doesn't show up here. Or does it just last till the end of the war? Maybe that's the problem. Would it show up here? Okay, I guess maybe I was misinformed or just misread it. I thought that the war taxes lasted for 2 years no matter what. But apparently it's only while you're at war. I still think it's worthwhile, for the most part. I mean, especially if you're ahead on military tech. But, yeah, so army maintenance will tune way down, just to keep that. In fact, we can go, like, pretty much the whole way down, I think. We have no loans. Things look quite well. We can invest in a cardinal. Spain still contending with me, 5 points behind. So we'll just put a little bit more there. And next we will do what? Somehow Granada has a army that's misplaced. These are Portuguese patriots. Oh, and that spare diplomat that I wanted to work with, we need to get him over here soon. May 22nd. That's tomorrow. That's now. Okay. Call for Crusade. Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot. That was one of the awesome changes in the 1.2 patches. It used to be that, like, the Curia you could hardly do anything with because you have to border the people you want to declare Crusades for. Now you can do it pretty much anywhere. So we can call for Crusade against whoever we want to attack. It's like the Ottomans would be a good person at some point in the future to attack. Significant manpower and income bonus while at war with them. It'd be nice if it listed what the bonuses would be, but we could do that at some point. But for now, let's do the infiltrate administration so that we can check out things a little bit more. And hopefully that's instantaneous. Or does it take time? Risk of discovery per month. He's been doing it for 0 days. Okay, so yeah, it took 1 day to tick, and now we can see inside instantly. So let's go check out Bosnia, which is one of the places that we were messing with. Yeah, cool, now we can see it. So we've got foreign support for rebels is at 4.5. Interesting! Okay, so when I was looking at it, it had said 3%, but I also have 50% increased rebel support efficiency, and I didn't really know what that meant. That was here. And so instead of being 3%, it's actually 4.5. Which is really, really good. That's a lot of revolt risk. Active missionary. They're a lucky nation, bastards. Positive stability, legitimate. But we're working on pissing them off. Can we go to the opinion map mode just to see how everyone feels about them? Yes, cool. Yeah, so all of their neighbors hate them. Muscovy hates them. Oh, come on, why don't you show the full opinion list right here like it does in CK2? Damn it. That's annoying. I guess we could click on it. It doesn't make it easy. I guess maybe the easiest way would be right-click on the Ottomans, show opinions of the Ottomans, and then just go to neighbors. Austrian opinion of the Ottomans. Sabotage reputation is actually at negative 100. 2 people are doing it. Wow. Yeah, everyone hates the Ottomans. We're really messing them up. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to take a break here. I will see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See you soon.